$6,000 is a payment that I got from a client, and it just shows that it's actually very simple to make money online. Everybody wants to make money online. Everybody wants to get into this space and create something for themselves and make tons of money and impress their friends, impress their family, and so on and so forth. However, they overcomplicate the idea of making money online. They think that it's a very hectic process, it's a very bad process to go down on in terms of mental stuff. They get confused of which path they should take to make money online. And the answer is very simple. And I'm gonna give you the answer in 3, 2, 1. This is exactly how to make money online. By this, I mean creating content. It sounds simple. It sounds hard, although it's very simple. So in today's chit chat between you and I, one, I'm gonna tell you why it's important for you to create content. Two, I'm gonna tell you the types of styles that you could post to generate views online. And three, I'm gonna tell you exactly how to sell to the audience you attract online. Not by doing dropshipping, not by doing social media, not by doing SMMA, not by doing trading, not by doing whatever people are promoting online. Very simple stuff for you to collect payments just like the one that I just showed you right now. Starting with our first ever step. What should I create content about? We think that we need to be some sort of guru to pick up the camera and start talking about a bunch of stuff, when in reality, the process is actually way simpler than that. We just need to talk about what we already know. What we already know in terms of our passions, our skills, the knowledge we've accumulated from other videos, from stuff that we've learned from books. Ideally, it should be something that we're specialized in a way. We don't have to be an expert. We just need to be ahead of someone to a certain degree for us to start talking about what we already know. We don't have to be an expert. You don't have to be someone who's certified. I got into this space. I'm not certified in any way. I sell and offer multiple things. I have multiple businesses created around multiple offers. Every time I picked up the camera and I started talking about something, I was no expert at it. I just knew that I'm ahead of someone who's trying to get to some certain ideal outcome. I can act as the bridge. So what I did was, I was like, okay, what does my ideal client want to learn about? What does my ideal client want to improve in? And all I did was simply just pick up the camera. No script, no nothing, perhaps some bullet points, depends on the video, and I start talking about what I already knew. The goal of the video was to make sure that that person walks away with enough value, so then he can trust me, like me, perhaps give me a follow or subscribe, then potentially in the future, if not now, come and work with me directly. That's how you should view making content. That's exactly why you should make content, because at the end of the day, people don't buy from people just because they feel like it. We think that, if I just reach out to someone and I pitch them on something, they're gonna buy from me. That's not how it works. People buy from not businesses, but from people. And the only way to get them to buy from you is by putting yourself out there. Literally telling them, hey, I know what I'm talking about. Come and work with me. Yes, I'm no expert, but again, I know stuff that you don't know, so come and work with me. And at the end of the day, they will come and work with you just because when you put yourself out there and you start talking about what you already know, helping them improve on a skill or develop a skill or monetize something or shorten the period of time to get towards something, they'll be like, you know what, if that person is putting such good content, what about his paid stuff? If his free content is good, then I'm more than sure then that his paid stuff will be even way better. Now, that's why you should create content. In terms of what content you should post, what types of content you should post, there are three. You've got this type of format, just talking to the camera. Nothing special. Nothing too flashy, no editings, nothing. Just sit down in front of your phone, in front of your laptop, talk, give value, and off you go. There's another type of content which would require a little bit more effort, just journey, vlogging, everything. I see this style of content picking up very high nowadays. I see everybody vlogging their life away nowadays. Everybody's picking up the camera and they're saying POV, I don't know, 16-year-old entrepreneur trying to whatever. And they're documenting their journey from their wins to their losses to their setbacks to their, big improvements. They're documenting everything and they're building trust through that following. Ideally, you should be using that sort of format if you're building some sort of real value enterprise business, or something that you are really willing to stick to. Because if you're getting into that sort of format and then you switch up business models halfway, people are like, what the heck, I didn't tune in for this. So they're gonna leave. They're like, you know what, this guy doesn't talk the talk and walk the walk. He just yaps, comes up with dreams, but he doesn't actually execute on anything, so they won't trust you. So only go through that format if you stick to one business model that you're willing to stay on the entire time. Other type of videoing, which is whiteboards and Miro charts and Google Docs, where you have all the information already pre-built, written out on whatever screen, and you just read it out. It's just educational videos, no editing, just Miro board or a whiteboard, just writing stuff out. I've created a couple of videos, but in a different, with a twist. I've created multiple videos before this one. You can check them out. Just laying everything out on a written paper or on a Google Doc. It's a way to really just educate someone. Again, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what sort of content you're posting as long as you're building a community and trust with people. However, if you're not willing to post content, you must be ready to fall behind and let your competition win. You may say, well, a lot of people are posting content online nowadays, and I'm gonna say, sure, that's true. There are tons of people, including myself, who are posting content every single day. But you must understand that, one, there's no such thing as competition, because trust me, the person you're competing with will most likely give up halfway through. 99% of all people who begin in the content space, they give up halfway through. Two, most of the people who get in the content space try to copy someone else and talk about stuff that you don't know. For example, when the rise of SMMA was just coming about, there are a bunch of people who saw a video from like Iman Gaji or Thomas Gamet or Sander Stage and decided to go like, you know what, I'm gonna talk about what this person just exactly said word for word, even though I have not implemented anything that he's saying. Those people end up failing. The reason for that is because, one, they're not authentic, two, they're just yapping their brain away using someone else's information, and three, they don't really have this energy about creating content because they're like, you know what, either way, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm just copying someone else's stuff at the end of the day. So, they're not going to take content in a passion way. Because here's the thing you need to understand about content. Content only works when you put in enough emotional, passionate energy towards it. It's not something you're like, oh my God, I have to create content today. It's something like, today is filming day. It has to be that type of energy. And that energy, you don't just, get it by deciding. It's something you have. But there's a way to actually have it instead of trying to force it. By being authentic and talking about stuff that you already know. Talking about your life story, your passions, your skills, your specific expertise. You don't have to be a big expert at something. You just have to be one step ahead of someone else trying to improve in any area of their life, whether that be in the health space, in the wealth space, in the relationship space. You just have to be one step ahead of them. And you can talk about stuff that will help them move the needle forward in their life. That's what content is about. It's about not copying what everybody else is doing, but being unique to me and talking about stuff that truly resonate with me and my own personal values. And I know that there are tons and tons of people out there who are exist to resonate with the stuff that I'm talking about. There's a market for everybody. There's a market for everything. Also, need to remember this. Do not niche down too much. Everybody's stuck on the idea of, okay, I'm gonna start creating content. However, I'm gonna make it about a very, very specific person, a very, very specific avatar that I can speak directly to. So, for example, some people out there create videos around vegan diets, how to lose weight through vegan diets. That's just an example. Instead of using vegan diets as just a way to target that market, why don't you target people who are trying to lose weight in general and introduce in your videos vegan diets as the way to lose weight? See how it is? Because at the end of the day, sure, you can make a lot of money. Trust me, with only 500 to 2,000 subscribers. I've made good money myself from this channel alone. I'm not gonna gatekeep anything. And I've also made a good amount of money from another channel that I have. But the difference between the two channels is the other channel, although it's niched down, I'm speaking directly to a market who, sure, I don't get a lot of views from. They still pay me good money, but with this channel, although my market is broad enough, I attract enough people in to introduce them to my concept. I'm not talking about agencies. I'm telling people, hey, listen, you want to start a business model? This is the business model you should start. I'm not adding niche down ideas in my topics, in my titles or thumbnails, because then I shorten the amount of people I attract. And the same thing works for every single other niche that exists out there. Doesn't matter if you're in the relationship space or the health space, in the meditation space, in the manifestation space. Always make sure your market is broad enough and introduce a concept that's unique to you in your videos. Another way, many people who create videos around manifestations, for example, the people that really win in the manifestation space online, I've saw this myself, are the people who don't just make sure that their entire videos are about a specific law of the universe, law of the attraction, law of the assumption. They don't make their videos around that specific rule. Instead, what they do is, the people who win, is that they say anything about manifestation, watch this video, and then they introduce the concept of either law of attraction, law of assumption, whatever other laws that exist out there. They make sure that they target people who are interested in manifestation as a whole, and then they introduced a specific law or a specific rule to use in the video. That's how you beat competition. That's how you really reach more people. But you may say, well, okay, now I know how to reach people. How do I actually monetize those people? This is where the fun part comes. By now you should know that everybody who makes money in the online personal branding space are not people who run agencies or people who sell a physical product, are people who sell information. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly what I do so you can go out and do the same, but the idea is very simple. You're going to create a PGA offer. A PGA is a personal growth advisor offer. You should not be getting into the business of helping other businesses grow if you yourself have no idea how to start and grow a business. The idea is simple. Create an offer around something that has to do with you, whether that be the skill you have that you're trying to help other people improve in, whether that be through the passion you're trying to expand and help other people expand on, whether that be through a past setback that you went through and you were able to overcome. Create an offer around you. You were someone who went through anxiety. Create an offer around that. You were someone who was drinking a lot. Create an offer around that. If you were someone who gained tons of weight but then was able to lose it, create an offer around that. If you're someone who wasn't able to get any girls and now get tons of girls, create an offer around that. If you're someone who was too skinny, create an offer around that. If you're someone who there's so many things, who had scars all over their body and then was able to overcome it, was able to heal it, create an offer around that. The sky is the limit here. Create an offer around you and your life's story, your skills and your passion. Now, after you've created an offer, you're becoming a growth advisor to people who are going through the exact problem that you went through, who are wanting to improve in the same skill that you have, or wanting to learn around a specific topic that somewhat of information about. And then you basically link a simple either directly to your Google Calendar, not Google Calendar, Calendly, or a simple page introducing your concepts and your information and your story and your case studies. If you don't have case studies, you can use you as the case study, because like I said, you're being unique, meaning you're not really in need of big case studies. All you need is just one good story to convince the person that you know what you're talking about, so let me book a call with that person. With every offer that I've created, I've used my business as an example to have people gain trust in me, and my concepts that I've used to have people gain trust in me, whether that be in my anxiety PGA offer or my business growth offer. I've helped tons of people do the exact same thing. It's all really about your story. Every person that I've ever worked with, they come to me really just blank paper. They don't know who they're talking to. They don't know who they're gonna sell to. They don't know how they're gonna show up in front of them. I tell them that honestly, I want you to just write out a simple Google Doc for me to read out, and then while I'm reading out, I find those golden nuggets. Someone tells me I went through this, but then they skip through it. They don't see it as something big. Or someone tells me like, I'm really good at playing piano, but then they really just don't focus on this. They've tried to look somewhere else. They try to think of this perfect offer because someone online told them that, hey, listen, the only perfect offer you should do is these are the offers that you should give to people, or these are the niches that you should get into. There's no such thing as perfect niche. There's no such thing as perfect offer. The only offer and the niche is you. You are the niche, you are the offer. You don't have to overthink it. Look at yourself, look at your past self, look at what your future self wants to achieve, and create an offer around that and have it on a page or in a simple video talking about your life story or whatever the topic will be about, and have a simple way for people to contact you linked in the description. That's all you need. I personally say, honestly, just have it a simple Calendly link in the description. You can book a call directly with you. Make sure you at least have somewhat of questions for people to answer and qualify themselves, because at the end of the day, man, if you're jumping on calls with people who don't have money to pay for your services, it's a waste of time. But you can go the extra step. I personally don't take calls for free, or not necessarily for free. I don't take calls with unqualified people, because what I've been doing for long enough. And I've got the proof, I've got the testimonials, I've got everything proven already. So I don't really need to prove anything. But what you could do, if you really want to dig a bit deeper, is jump on calls for people for free to understand exactly what their needs are. Because often we have this misconception that we need to sell people on what we want or what we believe is best for them. However, we need to be making sure we give people what they want, not what we think is best for them. The only way you can create trust with somebody is by giving them what they're looking for. I always prioritize giving my clients and the people who are watching my videos exactly what they need. I'm always prioritizing what you need, not what I need. I don't care about what I need. Always drop the idea of I need to give them this, I need to do that, I need to make sure I paint this perfect picture. No. Think about what that person wants, the person you want to work with. What does that person need from me? How can I be of value to that person? How can I be so valuable that that person works with me only, and puts their money and trust behind me, and that is it. Always make sure when you get into that space to not put yourself first, but to put other people first. Someone texted me, okay. Always put other people first, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you need. It doesn't matter what you want. Honestly, quite frankly, I don't care what you think. I don't care about what I need. I'm not putting myself first. Trust me, if I wanted to put myself first, I would have sold like a $3,000 course the moment I got a subscriber from this channel alone. The moment you subscribed, I would have been like, you know what? I'm gonna sell you on the wackiest course of all time. With nothing proven. I just want to put myself first and make tons of money and then dig off. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I always made sure I put my clients first. That's exactly why reason why I disappeared from this channel for quite some time, because I had people that I was working with. They put their money and trust behind me, so I have to deliver. It's not about you. It's about the person you're trying to work with. It's not about the money. It's about what you're gonna give, and in return you get that money. And the only way you can get that money is by building trust, building authority, being authentic, not copying. Because the moment you come off too shady, or the moment you come off a little bit scammy, guess what? This is gonna come and bite you up. So don't go out there trying to sell something that, one, you have no clue about, two, you're just getting into, and three, you saw someone doing it that was working, and it was working for them, so you're like, you know what, I'm gonna do the exact same. No, that's not how it works. I have a channel with 22 subscribers to be exact, and on this channel alone I've generated over $30,000, and I put numbers on a tracking sheet. Actually, not, if I can pull it up right now, I'm gonna show it to you. I've generated $30,000 not because I'm good looking, or, well, of course I am. No, of course I'm good looking, or any of that crap. Not because of I'm so famous, or I have the best product out there, or because I am so expert at something. It is simply because I cannot find the file. It is simply because that I took my experience and I started to talk about it to everybody that who want to grow in the area that I am already ahead in. And that's exactly why I was able to sign a good amount of clients just with a small amount of subscribers. And the video format which I was using was a simple video recording with a loom on the top, and I'd have people watch, and while I'm walking through my strategy. I cannot find the tracking sheet, which is very devastating because this is the first time that happens. Anyway, I'm gonna put a screenshot up right here so you can take a look at it. Okay, that being said, don't be afraid to put yourself out there, and always understand that the only way to win in the making money online space, the only way to actually make money online, is by creating videos just like this. You don't have to copy me, you can go ahead. I'm honestly, I could have went to the same format that I was doing a couple of videos last, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna pick up the camera, start talking about a bunch of stuff, because why not? Why not? And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I have my phone right here. I could be recording from, my phone, but instead I'm recording from my laptop. I don't know why I did that, but I just did it because do I need to record through my phone? I don't think so. Maybe I do. That's a limiting belief that you might have. You might tell yourself, I need the perfect camera. I need the perfect microphone. I probably believe I'm 99% sure that current microphones are a little bit chappy because I'm using my laptop's microphone, not a magical microphone. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. And also, don't be afraid to just be yourself on camera, man. Everybody is trying to paint a specific picture, like, I am so serious, work with me, I know what I'm talking about. Don't be that person. Talk about stuff that you already know in your own tone of voice, in your own skin. And don't worry about what other people have to think. I was watching this video from, everybody knows this guy by now. You should know him by now. If you don't, please go check him out. Absolute legend, okay? And if this video does blow up some way or another, he just got a free shout out. Neuro Knowledge. Guy, absolute G. You know why? Not because of the sauce he gives you online, not because he gives you some, but because he's him. He wears a tank top, he wears a do-rag, and he's just him. Same thing with Daniel Dillon. Same thing with everybody you're looking up online. Everybody who's not trying to sell you on a lifestyle. They're just them. They're not someone they're trying to portray, someone else they're trying to portray their character off. They're not, watching some guy showing off their lifestyle on YouTube and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna be just like this guy because this guy's making a lot of money and he's the best. No, He's him. He's just in his own skin, comfortable with his words. He doesn't care about what people say in the comments. As long as he's giving people enough value in his own style, not worrying about what other people have to say, he's gonna keep growing. But the moment he decides to switch up and really care about what the other person is saying or what the industry standards are, guess what? I bet you his channel is going to flop in no time. You shouldn't be like that. Be you, man. Be water. Flow, my friend. Don't be so tense when you make videos. Don't be so stagnant on the idea that there has to be a perfect way of creating videos, or else it's a done deal. It's not gonna work. And also make sure to not assign so much importance into the idea of making things perfect, because here's the thing, there's a law about this universe where the moment you try to assign so much importance and try to make something perfect, guess what? The opposite outcome is gonna show up right to you. Every single video that I've done that has flopped is because, one, I did a retake on that video like multiple times, two, I tried to perfect the intro, and three, I was literally restarting the video every time I made a mistake. Do not perfect anything. If there's some bloopers, leave it in. If you have a specific bad language that you use, leave it in. Be you. If if your surrounding space has been messy, come on, clean it up and then be you. But you get the idea. Never try to make things perfect. This online game is not about being perfect. It's about just being me and talking to people that I resonate with, and I know they can resonate with me, and I know that I can help because, one, I've been in their shoes, and two, I know exactly what they need. When you give someone what they need, you make a lot of money. When you try to sell someone on what you don't know and what they don't need, you think that they need, but you don't actually know what's going on, guess what? You're going to be left behind. Your competition is going to win, and you're going to be left in the dust chasing other ideas and other ways to start and grow an online business. There's no perfect... What is this? The only perfect way to get yourself in the door and make money online? Creating content. What I like to do is very simple. It's just picture that I am a client who's watching me through a screen. And then on me being that client, I just tell myself, okay, am I getting value from that person? Yes, or should I just swipe away? Is that person a little bit stiff in his videos? Is this person really just flowing with whatever's going on? If the answer is yes, that this person is just going with the flow, this person is speaking off of his mind, this person is giving information about stuff that is really helping me, I'm gonna book a call with that person right away. And this is exactly what I've used, but I've helped my clients use as well. And I've created tons of videos around creating an offer, creating a PGA offer, a personal growth advisor offer, and helping it promote through organic social media through my past videos. You can check out my last videos. You will see exactly what I do and how I did it and how I helped other people do it. The answer is simple, man. Just be online. Just don't consume. Start creating. You've already consumed enough. It's about time to start creating. It's about time to put yourself out to the world and tell people, hey, listen, your name is in town. I'm here. John is in town. Max is in town. Jennifer is in town. You're in for some sauce. You're gonna get some, as like what Neuroknowledge likes to say. So your action steps after this video is 1, figure out who you are, your passions, your skills, your current knowledge, your specific expertise. 2, create an offer around that. Help a specific group of people. That could be mothers, divorced fathers, high school students, I don't know, newbie golfers, whatever it is. Improve in a specific area. Again, it would be regarding the area that avatar is in. That's your offer. Second thing you need to do, pick a format you're going to use. Ideally, it should be either a very educational video with like a chart next to it, or a whiteboard, or whatever that could be to provide information. Or create a video like this one. Nothing big. Nothing too flashy. Just you talking to a camera as if you're speaking to a friend, having a cup of coffee. Or 3, document your life away. Vlog your journey away. And that's actually very ideal, and that's something that I might do. I don't know. I do have some exciting, big stuff coming up for me later on in life. Well, not later on, very soon. We're talking about a couple of weeks, maybe a month. I'll start vlogging my life away. Again, start with what you already have. You don't need to worry about the means to make the perfect video. Just start with what you already have. If you have a choppy camera, use it. If you have a crappy laptop, use it. It doesn't matter. Just start. It's all about starting. Don't need to save up to get something. Start now. And remember that the only way you can get someone to pay you and make money online through a specific business model is by creating and giving enough value upfront for them to like and trust you so they can finally put their money behind you.